Before Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion, there was the trailblazing Missy Elliott. In the late 90s and early 2000s, Elliott stood out with her unique brand of hip-hop in a genre that was primarily a boys' club. With a career spanning several decades, Missy Elliott has become one of the most influential figures in the music industry. But her rise to rap royalty didn't happen overnight. So how did she truly work it? Let's take a look at the incredible transformation of Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott always knew she would be a superstar. When Missy Elliott entered the world, she wasn't born into music industry royalty. In fact, she had very little handed to her. Raised as the only child of Patricia and Ronnie Elliott, her mother a dispatcher for a power company and her father a former Marine, Missy's beginnings were humble. However, even as a child, she had an unwavering belief that she was destined for greatness. This confidence became evident when her class was asked about their future aspirations. "I remember boldly declaring, 'I'm going to be a superstar,'" Missy shared in an interview with Elle, recalling how her proclamation was met with laughter from her classmates. "The whole class would bust out laughing, but every Friday I would say the same thing. I watched my peers change their ambitions week after week, but I stood firm in mine." The ridicule from her classmates only fueled her determination. "I was like, 'I'm going to be a superstar,'" she reiterated. "So when I would get in my room, it was like, 'If y'all don't see it, I'm going to create it myself.' And create it she did, transforming her dreams into reality against all odds. Missy Elliott survived childhood traumas. Missy Elliott's father was a very violent man, and he regularly beat Elliott's mother in front of her. And although he only hit Elliott once, he was also abusive to her in other horrifying ways. "He was crazy like that. I lived in constant fear." That's terrifying. Elliott learned how to cope with the abuse early on by retreating to her room and losing herself in music, performing for her dolls, and sending letters to her favorite artists. "I had friends, but I never stayed at anyone's house because I was scared that I would come home and find my mother dead," she continued. "I remember seeing my mother crouched in the corner with her arm out of its socket. There isn't a day goes by that I don't think about it all." On top of that, Elliott was also abused by a family member when she was 8 years old. Eventually, both Elliott and her mother were able to find safety. Missy Elliott met Timbaland and Pharrell Williams in high school. Missy Elliott's journey to superstardom began to gain momentum during her high school years when she crossed paths with fellow musical prodigies Timbaland and Pharrell Williams. Despite their contrasting personalities, the trio formed an unbreakable bond. Tim was very quiet, Pharrell was way on planet Mars, and, I was just whatever, Elliott reflected. "I was kinda crazy, but for whatever reason, we all understood each other." At the same time, Elliott was a member of an all-girl group called Phase, which was later rebranded as Sista, produced by Timbaland. This dynamic group garnered attention from singer-producer Devante, who recognized their potential and invited them to New York to cut a record. The opportunity felt like a dream come true, and the young women were eager to seize it. However, the excitement quickly turned to disappointment when the band faced internal struggles in the studio, ultimately leading to their disbandment before they could fully realize their career. Missy Elliott had her own record label by age 24. Following the disbandment of Sista, it didn't take long for Missy Elliott and Timbaland's remarkable songwriting talents to attract the attention of industry insiders. Their groundbreaking work on Aaliyah's 1996 double platinum album, One in a Million, marked a turning point not just for Elliott and Timbaland, but for R&B music as a whole. The album, celebrated as a monumental achievement in the genre, showcased their innovative sound and unique artistry, leading to critical acclaim and a new wave of recognition from the music industry. Ironically, the same record labels that had previously dismissed Elliott due to her weight, telling her she was too heavy to be a solo artist, came back to court her after the success of One in a Million. However, Elliott was not one to forget the hurtful words of those who had attempted to stifle her aspirations. "They'd broken my heart," she confessed in an interview with The Guardian. "They said I could sing, I could write, but that I looked wrong. That was the lowest thing you could say. I didn't forget." Instead of succumbing to the pressures of the industry, Elliott held out for what she truly deserved. She eventually struck a deal with Elektra Records, securing her own record label, Goldmine Incorporated. This pivotal moment gave her full creative control, allowing her to craft her music without external constraints. With her vision and talent finally aligned, Missy Elliott was ready to take the world by storm. And that's exactly what she did. Missy Elliott's Supa Dupa Fly changed the hip-hop game. Do you remember where you were when the video for The Rain, Supa Dupa Fly premiered on MTV? If you were tuned in during the summer of 1997, it's likely etched in your memory, as there was nothing else quite like it at the time. In her debut single, Missy Elliott captivated audiences with her distinct style, rapping and dancing while clad in a giant inflatable bubble suit, among other eclectic outfits. Set against an Afro-futuristic backdrop, she radiated an aura of absolute cool, instantly commanding attention. The Rain and the accompanying album, Supa Dupa Fly, showcased Elliott's unique artistry, propelling her to superstardom almost overnight. Elliott was not just making music, she was making a statement. Every aspect of her presentation, particularly her costuming, was intentional and laden with symbolism. The outfit was a symbol of power. "I loved the idea of feeling like a hip-hop Michelin woman," she explained in an interview with Elle. With her bold fashion choices, she aimed to challenge conventions, confident that donning a blow-up suit would generate conversation. "I knew I could have on a blow-up suit and still have people talking. It was bold and different." Supa Dupa Fly was met with both critical acclaim and commercial success, marking a significant milestone in Elliott's career. However, for her, this was merely the beginning of a groundbreaking journey in the music industry, as she continued to push boundaries and redefine what it meant to be a female rapper. Missy Elliott was a body positivity pioneer. When Missy Elliott entered the music industry in the late 1990s, she quickly encountered the harsh beauty standards that were prevalent at the time, which often marginalized women who didn't fit a narrow mold. Initially, these standards posed a significant barrier for her, as many record executives dismissed her talent based on her weight. However, a pivotal moment came when she received encouragement from none other than Mary J. Blige. "When we first met, Mary J. Blige pulled me aside and said, 'Don't worry about your size or anything. You're going to be a star. Hold your head up,'" Elliott recounted in an episode of Behind the Music. "That always stuck with me," she added. Instead of conforming to societal pressures or resorting to restrictive diets to fit in, Elliott chose to embrace her authentic self. Long before the body positivity movement gained traction, she became a pioneering figure in that space. She magnified what others considered imperfections by donning extravagant, larger-than-life costumes that showcased her unique personality. And as a result, the world was not just ready for her. They were there for it. Fame didn't make Missy Elliott any less shy. One thing that quickly became clear early in Missy Elliott's career is that despite her larger-than-life persona, she is actually quite shy. In a candid 1999 interview with Interview magazine, she revealed, "I'm not a party person. You might catch me at a puffy party every now and then, but I'm not out like that all the time." When discussing her feelings about social settings, she opened up about how even small gatherings can overwhelm her. "Right now, it's just me and you in the room, but if there were 5 or 6 other people in here, I'd start getting wheezy and thinking everybody's staring at me." This admission may seem surprising, especially considering her ability to perform in front of thousands of fans. For Missy, however, the stage offers a unique form of comfort. "I just block everybody out," she explained. "With 6 people in here, we're this close, so they're looking in my face, and it feels like they're waiting for me to mess up a word or something. At a concert, everyone's farther away and with the lights. I can't really see their faces. This perspective allows her to channel her energy and creativity, turning any nerves into electrifying performances. So, while Missy Elliott is undoubtedly a superstar, her fundamental shyness remains a significant part of who she is, showcasing the contrast between her public persona and private self. Missy Elliott released 5 studio albums between 1999 and 2005. Following her groundbreaking debut album, Missy Elliott solidified her status in the music industry with 5 more studio albums between 1999 and 2005. Each release showcased her evolution as an artist and her ability to push boundaries. The albums included Da Real World, Miss E, So Addictive, Under Construction, This Is Not a Test, and The Cookbook. During this prolific period, Elliott received numerous accolades, including 6 MTV Video Music Awards, 2 Soul Train Awards in 2003 and 2004, and a Grammy Award in 2004, along with a multitude of nominations highlighting her influence and artistry within the music landscape. Amidst her flourishing career, Elliott also embarked on a personal journey of health and fitness. She shared her motivation for this transformation in a tweet, explaining that her decision to lose weight was driven by a desire to improve her stamina for performing. I wanted to be in good health for my shows because I do a lot of dancing and running around, and I don't want my heart to fail on me, she stated in an interview with Interview magazine. To achieve her fitness goals, she committed to a rigorous routine, working out at the gym about 3 days a week and incorporating daily exercises, which included an impressive 300 crunches and 200 leg lifts. Despite her dedication to fitness, Elliott acknowledged the occasional craving for junk food, a sentiment many can relate to. I still crave junk food sometimes, but who doesn't? She quipped. Missy Elliott fell ill in the late 2000s. In the early 2000s, Missy Elliott was riding high, propelled by a whirlwind of creativity as she released multiple albums, shot captivating music videos, and toured the globe. However, as the decade progressed, she began to experience troubling health issues that would alter the course of her life. Elliott found herself plagued by dizziness and unexplained weight loss, symptoms that signaled a deeper problem. Eventually, she was diagnosed with Graves' disease, a thyroid condition that can lead to a variety of health complications. Elliott described the onset of her illness as a shocking and unwelcome disruption in her otherwise fast-paced life. It happened out of nowhere, she shared in an interview on The Angie Martinez Show, reflecting on the sudden nature of her symptoms. I remember not being able to write because I couldn't even lift up a pen. I couldn't even lift up a cup. Fortunately, Elliott was able to manage her condition, and after about a year, the worst of the symptoms began to recede. Despite this, the experience had a profound impact on her life and career, reshaping her perspective on health and well-being. It served as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of self-care, leaving her forever changed. Missy Elliott is always busy behind the scenes. Even though Missy Elliott took a noticeable hiatus from releasing full albums in the late 2000s and early 2010s, she remained incredibly active behind the scenes. During this period, she focused primarily on writing and producing songs for other artists. Despite the volume of work she accomplished, Elliott felt that her contributions often went unrecognized. A lot of people don't know a lot of records that I've written or produced, so that's a highlight for me as a woman, she revealed in an interview with the Associated Press. She lamented the disparity in recognition, noting, I always said if a man would have done half the records that I've done, we would know about it. But we don't know all the records I've done for other artists. Throughout this time, Elliott also released a few singles, maintaining her presence in the music industry and keeping her fans engaged. Although she wasn't actively releasing albums, her influence and demand in the industry remained strong. Missy Elliott's big comeback year. The year 2015 marked a monumental turning point for Missy Elliott, widely celebrated as her triumphant comeback. It all began with an unexpected phone call from pop superstar Katy Perry, who invited Elliott to perform during her halftime show at Super Bowl 49. "I immediately thought that she would want me to perform Last Friday Night, TGIF, the record that we did together," Elliott recalled in an interview with ID. However, to her surprise, Perry expressed her admiration for Elliott's extensive catalog and requested that she perform 3 of her own iconic tracks. "I was both delighted to hear that and grateful for the opportunity of a lifetime," Elliott reflected. The Super Bowl stage was a daunting prospect, even for a seasoned performer like Elliott. "I've performed for some of the biggest crowds, but the Super Bowl has to be the scariest moment," she confessed. Elliott didn't just shine on the Super Bowl stage, she also marked her return to music with the release of WTF, Where They From, in December 2015, a collaboration with Pharrell Williams. The song showcased her signature style and lyrical prowess, resonating with both longtime fans and a new generation of listeners. WTF soared to success, peaking at number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Missy Elliott received an honorary doctorate in 2019. In 2019, Missy Elliott experienced a remarkable period of recognition, receiving 2 significant accolades just months apart that highlighted her immense contributions to music and culture. The first came in May when she was awarded an honorary doctorate from the prestigious Berklee College of Music, a testament to her extraordinary impact on the music industry. As part of the ceremony, Elliott delivered a heartfelt commencement address to the graduating class. "As long as you are breathing, it is never too late," she declared, encouraging them to embrace their journeys. "You have come too far to quit," she emphasized, infusing her speech with the spirit of perseverance that has characterized her own career. Just a short time after this honor, Elliott achieved another historic milestone when she was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, making her the first female rapper to receive this esteemed recognition. In a touching taped message, former First Lady Michelle Obama praised Elliott for her trailblazing efforts and her role as an advocate for marginalized voices. "Thank you not for just sharing your gift with the world, but for being an advocate for so many people out there, especially young girls who are still figuring out how to make their voices heard," Obama stated. With these accolades, Missy Elliott not only solidified her legacy, but also inspired future generations to embrace their uniqueness and fight for their place in the world. Congratulations, Dr. Elliott. Missy Elliott received the 2019 MTV Video Vanguard Award. Although 2019 had already been a monumental year for Missy Elliott, it still had one more significant honor in store for her. In August, she was celebrated by MTV and awarded the prestigious Video Vanguard Award. As she accepted the award, Elliott delivered an emotional speech that resonated deeply with the audience. She expressed heartfelt gratitude to God and took a moment to acknowledge all the individuals who had supported her throughout her journey. But the celebration didn't stop there. In addition to accepting the coveted honor, Elliott put on a breathtaking performance that spanned her illustrious career. The medley included some of her biggest hits, such as The Rain, Hot Boys, Get Freak On, Work It, Pass That Dutch, and Lose Control. At one electrifying moment, she soared above the crowd while donning the iconic inflatable bubble suit from her groundbreaking video for The Rain, Supa Dupa Fly, a nostalgic nod to her roots that thrilled longtime fans. True to form, Elliott's performance was a visual spectacle, complete with stunning costumes, dynamic dancers, and mind-blowing visuals that left the audience in awe. Missy Elliott's comeback proved she still had it. Missy Elliott may have taken a step back from the music scene long enough for a whole new generation of rappers to emerge, but her return was met with enthusiasm that proved she still had a powerful presence in the industry. The release of her single WTF in 2015 was nothing short of a celebration for fans, leading to a viral sensation. The accompanying music video quickly amassed over 70 million views, showcasing Elliott's enduring appeal. The song shot straight to #1 on the Billboard Plus Twitter Trending 140 list, a clear indicator of her impact. Reflecting on this warm reception, Elliott expressed her gratitude in an interview with ID, saying, "I'm so humbly grateful. The night before WTF came out, I felt like a child waiting for Santa Claus to come down the chimney." Even with the success of WTF, Elliott chose to take her time before releasing another album, waiting until 2019 to debut the EP Iconology. This pause in her output marked a significant change from her prolific early aughts pace, but it didn't diminish her influence or recognition. In 2022, Chart Data made waves on Twitter when they announced that all 6 of Elliott's studio albums had been certified platinum or higher. Elliott's achievements continued to flourish, culminating in her induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2023. Making her the first female rapper to receive this prestigious honor. This accolade not only celebrated her contributions to hip-hop, but also highlighted her status as a trailblazer in an industry that continues to evolve. Does Missy Elliott have kids? What the rapper has said about starting a family and love life. Missy Elliott is making headlines once again as she prepares to embark on her first-ever headlining tour, marking a monumental milestone in her illustrious 3-decade career. At 53, the acclaimed rapper, songwriter, and producer announced the Out of This World, the Missy Elliott Experience Tour, which is set to kick off this year and will feature exciting performances from Kiara and Busta Rhymes. Fans are buzzing with anticipation, not only for the tour, but also for glimpses into her personal life as she returns to the spotlight. Despite her fame, Elliott has always maintained a shroud of privacy around her personal life, especially regarding family and romantic relationships. When asked if she has children, the answer remains elusive. To date, there are no public indications that she has kids. However, back in 2012, during an appearance on MTV's Rap Fix Live, Elliott teased the idea of being a mother, saying, "I got 2 little boys. Y'all are hearing it for the first time here, 2 sons." After letting that statement hang in the air, she revealed with a chuckle, "2 Yorkies," confirming that she was playfully referring to her 2 beloved dogs rather than human children. Elliott continued with humor, expressing her love for kids but noting, "You know how you can take them back to their mom and dad when they get to acting up?" This light-hearted comment showcases her affectionate yet realistic view of parenting. Instead of traditional motherhood, Elliott finds joy in being a godmother to children, emphasizing her close bonds with them while also relishing the ability to return them to their parents when they start misbehaving. "Well, I gave God kids that I love dearly. And then when they start crying and going in the store and ripping down stuff 'cause they can't get it, then you call their mama and their daddy, and you good." While she has rarely spoken about her desire for children, she opened up a bit in a 2008 interview with People, where she expressed her aspirations of becoming a mother one day. However, she also voiced her reluctance towards the physical challenges of childbirth. "I definitely want to be a mom," she said, but candidly added, "I don't know if I can take that kind of pain." Instead of natural labor, Elliott mused about the possibility of adopting a child, quipping, "Maybe in the year 2020 you could just pop a baby out, and it'd be fine. But right now I'd rather just adopt." In addition to her views on parenting, Missy Elliott's romantic life has been the subject of much speculation over the years. She has chosen to keep her sexuality and relationships private, leading to various rumors and associations with artists of different genders. During the early 2000s, Elliott was rumored to be dating singer Olivia Longot, known for her collaboration on 50 Cent's Candy Shop. Despite the close friendship that blossomed from their overlapping circles, Neither artist confirmed a romantic relationship. Her name has also been linked to several other prominent figures in the industry, including Lil' Kim, Trina, Da Brat, and even her frequent collaborator, Timbaland. Additionally, she has had connections with author Karine Steffans, singer Charlene Keys, known as Tweet, and Nicole Ray. A notable moment came when her friend and Real Housewives star Eva Marcille addressed rumors of a romantic involvement with Elliott, firmly shutting down the claims. In 2013, reports surfaced suggesting that Elliott had married her protégée Shariah J. However, this relationship has been clarified, with Shariah referring to Missy as her music mother. Despite wealth and fame, Missy Elliott's still a regular person. Missy Elliott's financial journey is a testament to her hard work and resilience. According to Celebrity Net Worth, she boasts an impressive net worth of $50 million, a figure that reflects her decades-long career in the music industry. Despite her success, Elliott remains grounded in her spending habits. She prefers to fly commercially rather than indulge in private jets. However, when it comes to enjoying her hard-earned wealth, Elliott has a flair for luxury, especially in her car collection. Her garage is a showcase of high-end automobiles, including a sleek Porsche 911, two eye-catching Lamborghinis, a stately Rolls-Royce, a rugged Range Rover, and a stunning Ferrari 599. Among her impressive fleet, she holds a special affection for her Jeep Cherokee, which she has described as her favorite vehicle. During an interview on The Angie Martinez Show, Elliott revealed that she owns more than 10 cars. In addition to her impressive automotive collection, Elliott has also invested in real estate, owning 7 houses. However, her greatest source of pride comes from the fact that she has ensured her mother is well taken care of. She has every car she wants, from Benzes to Ferraris, Elliott shared in an interview with The Guardian, beaming with pride. She has a 15,000-square-foot house. I love to see her smile again. This dedication to her mother's happiness highlights the deeper values that guide Elliott's life beyond mere financial success. It's about family, love, and creating a legacy of joy. Now that's what you call a truly happy ending.